What is going on, guys? Welcome to Red Panda Rant. And let's get into it. And we're starting off with a pre-side story over the weekend, 4th of July weekend, what was meant to be a happy weekend, has led to not being so happy for a lot of people. A lot of people have been struck with tragedy, sadness, and sorrow over the weekend. And that's because over the weekend there were more than 230 people were fatally shot in shootings over the 4th of July weekend. At least 233 people were killed and 618 people left injured after hundreds of incidents of shootings across America and many mass shootings across different communities and cities. And it's a very sad thing. And one of the victims involved was golf professional Gene Siller, and the police are still looking at that one to see whether it was a targeted hit. But a lot of people died, a lot of people have been injured, police officers, civilians, a lot of children, innocent children have been hurt, and it's very sad for the 4th of July weekend. Terrible indeed. Moving on to the next story. Wisconsin's wolf population plunges after protections remove study finds. It is estimated that as many as 1/3 of Wisconsin's grey wolves probably died at the hands of humans in the months after federal government removed illegal protections. And this was just recently after the grey wolves animals had came off the endangered list. So that's really sad and terrible as well. The population's just been culled again by people for no reason when they've just bounced back and got to a point where it might look like they could sustain themselves. Manchester University sparks backlash with plan to keep lectures online. Manchester University's stated that it's going to keep its lectures online from now on, even after the lockdown, the pandemic, and everything's ended. And students are angry, and more than 3,000 signed a petition because Manchester University aren't reducing tuition fees like Open University, which has lower tuition fees because it doesn't require you to attend lectures because the course is online. Manchester University wants to use that same model, but is refusing to, reduce the fee from £9,000 down to a more acceptable price like £6,000. Next story comes from the BBC, and this one is a 4-day week. An overwhelming success in Iceland. Iceland has been trialling 4-day work weeks, and they've seen an overwhelming success with it, with a lot of the same productivity or increased productivity, and workers generally being more happy and having a more balanced life. And the plan is that this will be rolled out further. The trial took place upon 1% of the Icelandic workforce and has seen positive results. Similar trials are going on in Spain as well as New Zealand, and hopefully this becomes a thing more around the world where we have less time working and more time, spending time with friends, family, and more times to have a more healthy lifestyle, a more mentally healthy lifestyle. Moving on, avclub.com. This is what this article is from. Former stunt person calls out Amazon's Lord of the Rings show and calls it so unsafe. From a report from the New Zealand Herald, it details at least 3 serious injuries on the mega-budgeted show. I won't go into the injuries themselves, as there really isn't a lot of information around them, like what the injuries are, how extensive they are, or whether they're related to the show. The New Zealand Herald does state that some of the injuries happened afterwards and aren't necessarily direct consequence of the show. But a former stunt person is calling out the Amazon Lord of the Rings show and saying that conditions on the set were extremely unsafe. If there's any more to this in the future, I will make a more in-depth video about it, but that's at least what's being said for now. And Britney Spears, this one comes from Deadline. Britney Spears' longtime manager Larry Rudolph resigns as singer wears retirement. That is correct. Britney Spears is considering retiring. So Larry Rudolph, the longtime manager of Britney Spears, has resigned as more controversial swirls of the pop singer's restrictive conservatorship. And he says it has been over 2.5 years since Britney and I communicated, at which time she informed me she might take an indefinite work hiatus. Rudolph has been Britney Spears' main manager since the early years of her career in the 1990s. Wrote a letter Monday sent to Spears' co-conservator Jamie Spears and the court-appointed Jodie Montgomery. Earlier today, I became aware that Britney has been voicing her intention to officially resign. He added, as a manager, I believe it's in Britney's best interest for me to resign from a team as professional services are no longer needed. So, yep. Larry Rudolph has resigned, and it looks like Britney Spears is going to stop producing music. I don't know whether she'll stop touring. I don't know whether this is going to be a lifetime thing or whether this is a semi-retirement for now until she gets a life to a point where she may want to tour again in the future, because who knows, sometimes people come back. Or this might be a permanent thing where she's just had enough of the music industry and just wants to take a success and just live out the rest of her life happy. But anyways, guys, that's all the headlines for today. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. As always, comment down below. I know some of the ones today being a bit sad, especially the first topic with shootings. I didn't want to spend a lot of time on it, and I didn't want to spend a short amount of time on it. It's a very hard topic to talk about and do justice, especially with the nature and how bad the weekend's been. But anyways, guys, if you did like the video and you want to see more content, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next one.